Finland is the worst performing Eurozone economy outside Greece. Surprised? Well, luckily Aki is here to shed some light. Aki, what can you tell us about tomorrow's IP data, and can you pinpoint what has derailed the Finn economy?
Well, I'm not really waiting for anything too positive because our industrial production is very export sensitive, and the industrial production numbers that we have recently got from our main export destinations, namely Germany, for example, have not been that good. So I'm expecting something close to zero in annual growth in industrial production. It's a poor number.
To combat poverty, Finland has plans to pay everyone $876 a month. The universal basic income would go to every citizen, regardless of how much money he or she makes, rich or poor. Is this sustainable? And perhaps more importantly, could it work?
Well, actually, I think you've gone ahead of things, what is happening in Finland. We are not actually planning that yet. What we are doing is that we have established a working group that is exploring alternatives. And one of the alternatives they are now studying is universal basic income. That would be something close to $800 per month. But there are other options as well, what they are studying. One is partial basic income that would be topped up by housing benefits and other benefits. And third alternative is negative income tax. So these are just different alternatives they are studying, and on the basis of that exploratory study, they will suggest a experiment that we would carry out. Then, and if that experiment is successful, then we can really carry on with these reforms. So we are not setting up this universal basic income thing in the very near future.
Many point to the common currency as a reason why Finland has been unable to offset shocks, but it's easy to exaggerate the role of devaluation. What do you think? Can we really blame the common currency?
Well, I believe that if we had own currency, if we still had markka, then I believe that it would devaluate something close to 20%. But we can't go back in time. We can't reintroduce markka anymore. We will stay in euro. And what we need to do instead is that we need to learn to live in new era, where we need to do internal devaluation instead of external devaluation. And what is promising at the moment is that the internal devaluation has started already. So price level in Finland is declining relative to euro average. So we just need to carry on with the reforms that we are planning to do, and we need to just do that and wait a bit, and then gradually our competitiveness starts picking up and exports start growing.
The gloom is rattling the nation, and the centre-right government, facing the older demographic and budget pressure from the refugee crisis, is struggling to impose austerity measures and labour market reforms. Are there any big changes coming? What is your 2016 outlook?
Well, at the moment, it seems that we are able to do or carry out reforms. It's either through negotiations between social partners, but if they can't make a deal, then the government will make legislation that sort of forces us to decrease the labor costs. So in one way or the other, we will do reforms in the labor market, but will this new legislation then cause strikes and other unrestlessness in the labor market? That is a different question. And how we see the coming year is that if we can avoid strikes in the labor market, then we are able to grow a little bit next year. Our economy has been declining past 4 years, and the next one would be the first year of growth, but it requires that we don't see too many strikes in the labour market.
Aki, great to speak with you. Thank you for your time. Well, we've reached the midway point, but there's plenty more tomorrow. For the latest from the SMB, click back for an interview with Jessica Walker. Goodbye for now.